Hi, this is John O'Brien with California Credence. I am the keyboardist with California Credence. You can see us at californiacredence.com. We are in Modesto, California. And I had, over the last 24 hours, a couple of places that I played, and very interesting. Made me appreciate Multitracker all the more. On Saturday evening, we played a little bit larger of a venue, bigger than my portable sound. So they had a sound man there, and I told him that I was going to go ahead and send our backing tracks. And so one of the things that he said to me is, by any chance do you send them mono or stereo? And I said, oh, we run everything stereo. And he said, oh, that's good. So he actually noted that he preferred the stereo backing tracks if we had them. So I said, yes, we'll be sending you a full right-left channel stereo backing track. And so I found that to be interesting, especially regarding a conversation I had recently with one of my subscribers who indicated, well, I have a situation where I just have a 2-channel right-left USB audio interface. Is there any way that I can run stereo and still isolate the click? And the answer is yes, with Multitracker, once again, such a wonderful app. This is an example. I've used this. This is a USB, believe it or not, 1.0. It is a PV, USB-P. This is a fantastic playback-only audio interface because it's got the XLR outputs and it's a USB. So imagine you plug that into your iPad. Well, then you've burned your left and right for front of house. Well, where are we going to direct the click so that it's in the in-ears? Well, the cool thing about Multitracker is it's got a situation where you plug the headphone portion. Let me see if I got it here. You take the headphone portion. Now, you don't see it right away, and I'm going to demonstrate that for you in a minute. Until you plug this in, you're not going to see the offering for 2 additional channels on top of your 2-channel USB audio interface. But once you plug this into Multitracker, you're going to get an offering for yet 2 more channels, the right and left headphone output, if your iPad is equipped with the headphone out. If it isn't, there's an adapter that will give you a right-left headphone out through the USB-C or a lightning port. So, but if you plug this into the headphone output, you will not see it until you plug it in. And then once you do, all of a sudden you have additionally a output 3 and an output 4. Output 3 could be to your in-ears. So in other words, you're running stereo to front of house. So this is all right. You're giving a full stereo mix to the front of house. This from the headphone would be like the left or right. This in this case left. This would be your click. It's isolated to another channel on the mixer. You're still left with yet one more. So if you had bass tracks that you wanted to isolate out of your backing tracks, then you still have a mono track left that you can still route to front of house as well. If you're running mono drums and then you're throwing some effects on it, you can do that, or mono bass and drums. But either way, you have an additional mono outlet to send to the front of house. And so that's just one of the other things that's really cool about Multitracker, is just that diversity of output, which brings me to the thought of another thing that I came across today. And so a gentleman was showing me, oh, there's this backing track app, and it's called Prime. And so I looked at Prime and Playback, and some of the sad things about those is, first of all, you can't customize your backing tracks for those. You have to purchase their Multitracks. And secondly, Prime still uses the situation where you're going to be running all of your backing tracks mono. Now, unless you purchase more, you put more investment into it, these guys are talking hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars. And in order to try to avoid being stuck with just the scenario of a headphone out and mono backing tracks with a click going somewhere. And it's a shame, because with as limited as those playback machines are, sure, they have you can change the key of the song, you can change the tempo of the song, and that's great. Multitracker doesn't do that. But far more often do I need something that has a lot more routing, output routing. And I also need a multi-track machine or device or an app that is going to give me the ability to create my multi-tracks, on Pro Tools myself, and then I can be my performers. My vocalist likes to have her own backing vocals backing her up, and then we play our own instruments into our multi-tracks. And not always, but sometimes we don't really like the karaoke version ones. Multi-tracker gives the ability to put whatever you want to play on whatever track you want to play. So that's the reason why having all these options with the outputs, I only have a smaller audio interface, such a great thing to have. The multi-tracker has so many options to it. It has limitations, but the limitations that I find in multi-tracker still don't outweigh the utility. If you do a cost-benefit analysis, still doesn't outweigh the utility of this wonderful app.